back, folks, to Let's Play the Hordes of the Underdark, and when we last left off, we leveled up. We'll be level 22. We're going to take more levels of Cleric, because why not? We've started down a road and we're not going to stop. Anything interesting at this level? No, nothing. Do I gain any additional spell casting, perhaps? Let's have a look. Oh, wait. I see an extra 1st, 4th, and 5th level slot. Let's start with the 1st level slot, shall we? So many things that we can cast at 1st level! Like Endure Elements. That is actually really, really good for a low level spell. 4th level. I don't have Death Ward. Really should prepare that. 5th level. Slay Living. Why not? And I think we can rest here. Yes, we can. We can rest here because there's nothing here to threaten us. Plus, once we get out of here, I might want to hold on to this helmet, just in case Barry ever decides to come back here on an aggressive front. See? He actually didn't murder all these people out of spite. If you murdered them, as the Elder Brain is only one of many, I imagine...
Do you have a moment? There is something I wish to tell you.
Yes, Nathira? I've been watching you, Barry. I've been observing how you handle yourself. You remind me of someone I used to know. Really? Really? Who? You remind me of Selim, a servant I knew before I joined the Red Sisters. He was a cleric, like you. A servicer. House Kantar, my house, purchased him at the slave auction. Why do I remind him of you? Selim was unlike any of the servicers. He had an air of authority. Even as a slave, his mere presence commanded respect. Selim was a leader, as are you. What happened to him? Selim has been dead for many years. He was killed when House Kantir fell to the Valsharez. Wait a minute, the Valsharez destroyed your house? House Kantir was one of the first to fall to the Valsharez. This was many years ago. At the time, she was simply another ambitious drow matron mother, indistinguishable from any other. Did you have anything to do with House Kantir's fall? No, though I can see how you might think that given my association with the Red Sisters, but I didn't join them until much later. I was the youngest daughter of Mother Vasina, matron of the House Kantar. When our house fell, the Valsharez expected that I and all my sisters would be slain along with the matron. But though I was young, I was already well versed in the politics of the drow. I had allies outside House Kantar who helped me escape with the rest of my family perished. So you went into hiding? I was a Dobluth, an outcast in your tongue, a drow with no house. I was constantly on the run, trying to stay one step ahead of the assassins the Valsharez sent after me, the Red Sisters. The Red Sisters are very good at what they do. Wherever I fled, they found me. Of course, I am also very good, and each time I was discovered, it was one of them who ended up dead, not me. The dozens of her most valuable agents who died at my hand, the Valsharez realized I would make a better ally than an enemy. She invited me to join the Red Sisters, and I accepted. Weren't you worried it was a trap? A bit, yes. But you have to understand the drow mind. I was worth more to her alive than dead. The Valsharez were ambitious. She wouldn't willingly throw away such a potentially valuable ally. How would you go to work for the woman who killed your family? Family doesn't count for much among the drow. In time, I would have plotted to kill Matron Vasina and my sisters so I could rule House Kantar. My sisters would have done the same. It is our way. But this really isn't the time to discuss this. We need to focus on stopping the Valsharez. If you want, we can talk more about this later.
Yes, is there something you need?
Is there something I can do?
I suppose we can spare a few moments away from our quest to speak. What do you want to talk about?
I want to know more about House Kantar. House Kantar is no more. It was destroyed by the Valsharez. When I decided to join the Red Sisters, I realized I would have to accept that and move on. Didn't you want revenge? Revenge served no purpose in my survival. The Red Sisters gave me back some of what I had lost. Power, prestige, influence. The cost of that was allying with my former enemy. Of course, once I met the Seer, I changed my allegiance to Elestray and rejected the Val'Sharez in my former life. I'm glad you did. Otherwise we would never have met. The Thera laughs. You certainly know how to make a girl feel good, Barry. Thank you for the compliment. That means a lot to me, Barry, especially given what some of the others feel. There are some who see me as an opportunist, jumping from side to side. They don't realize the truth. My conversion to Elestray is completely different than when I switched my allegiance from House Kantar to the Val'Sharez. That was a move of convenience. The other is a change. Another is a change of belief. I can see your conversion is sincere. Elestray showed me a new way to live my life. I was given a new Kobolth? A new path. I know the way ahead of me will be difficult. But in my heart I know it's right. You don't have to walk this path alone, Nethera. I will be there to help you. She smiles at you warmly. I know you will, Barry. And I know that whatever may come, it will be easier because you're with me. Nethera takes a deep breath before speaking again. I'm glad we had this conversation, Barry. But we won't stop our enemies simply by talking. We should be ready to move. Okay. Let's have some more conversations, because there seems to be a few things we can talk about.
Yes, is there something? I suppose we can spare a few moments away from our quest to speak. What do you want to talk about?
I want to know more about the Red Sisters. There isn't a lot to tell, Barry. We were assassins, plain and simple. What set the Red Sisters apart was our unique and often fatal training methods. So tell me about the training. Those who enter the Red Sisters training are hand-picked by the Val'Sharez herself. A class of 6 students is selected for training. Only one will survive to completion. Obviously you were the survivor of your class. I was, though it was hardly a foregone conclusion. If the exercises didn't kill you, there was a good chance one of the students might. In fact, eliminating the other students was encouraged. Such a highly charged environment ensures that each student performs to the peak of their abilities at all times. It guarantees the survivors, the best of the group, to come to the training later than most. I came to train later than most. Some thought my age would be a disadvantage. Then I thought I would learn and adapt more slowly than my younger rivals. But I saw my age and experience as an advantage. Before joining the Sisterhood, I'd already begun my study of the arts of magic. A distinct advantage over the other students. There's a temptation to be a bit crass here. Let's try it. It says, what's what I like about you? You know how to use all your assets. She flashes you a predatory grin, and I have more assets than you could possibly imagine. Needless to say, the instructors were impressed with my ability to not only use magic, but to use it to my best advantage. Each student in the training was given a name that signifies their skills and abilities. My name was Alul Fane. In your tongue, it means best wizard. There was only one other student with the skill to pose any threat to me. Velkenveld, Hidden Blade. Within a few months the others were dead, 2 by her hand, 2 by mine. Velken and I were both constantly trying to kill each other off. But when we were both careful and cunning, we reached the end of the training with both of us still alive. So, how did you finally kill her? The night before our graduation, we were told that we would meet each other in the next morning, one of the training rooms for a final showdown. The instructors explicitly forbid us to try to kill each other in the final light. They wanted us to be well rested for the next day's confrontation. The Minotaur was like, what are you talking about? Okay, I leave. But I knew I was no match for her in single combat. She was too quick. I wouldn't even have a chance to use my magic. So that night I slipped out of my room, crept in hers, and slit her throat. But the instructor said that wasn't allowed. So, when the morning came, she was dead. The instructors were angry I disobeyed them, but they had no other students left. They had no choice but to graduate me. You like to play by your own rules, don't you? I do, although I have changed in my ways since I converted to the worship of Elestray. At that time, I was quite proud of myself, but I could never do such things now. She shakes her head, dispelling her memories. Perhaps we should get back to the task at hand.
Yes, is there something you need? I suppose we can spare a few moments away from our quest to speak. What do you want to talk about?
How are you doing? Is anything wrong? I'm doing, Nope, that's fine. I haven't talked to Deacon yet. Hey, Deacon.
Deacon?
Whoa! There's lots of things I can talk to you about. You seem a bit different from when I first met you.
You mean now that Deacon's me dragon disciple? Yeah, he'd be lots different. Deacon feels really strange sometimes.
Strange how?
Oh, sometimes Deacon gets strange dreams. He flies around looking for crow to eat. Deacon feel really strong and angry and got stinky breath even. When Deacon awake, sometimes his skin feel really hot. He looks a boss even, and sometimes thinks, ha ha, puny human mortal, even though Deacon not means it.
Just make sure that you control those urges, Deacon.
You nuts got to worry, boss. Deacon controls everything okay. Deacon likes it, actually. It makes Deacon feel good. Deacon just hopes he not burps and breathe fire or something at wrong moment. Deacon wants to singe the boss or anything.
I'm glad you're enjoying your progress.
Thanks, boss.
Anything else?
Deacon?
Let's talk for a moment. What happened after we parted ways?
Deacon comes first to Waterdeep, then he publishes book. That gives Deacon a bit of coin so he can travel some more. Though Deacon never gets too far, to be honest.
How much coin are we talking about?
Oh, not that much, maybe. Was 2,000 or 3,000 gold Deacon got paid.
That's it? I remember the book being quite successful.
That's what Deacon hear. Publisher just pay Deacon when he buys book, though. Deacon not know any better. Deacon think, boss, there be lots of money back then. It not that long in Waterdeep anyway. There always be peoples who want Deacon's money, and Deacon got hard time knowing how to spend it. He pays too high price for everything before he realizes that people cheats him. He tries to complain, but nobody cares because he's just little kobold.
Sounds like you had a difficult time.
Deacon tries and stand up for himself, but he can't fight so cast spells to make people nice. If Deacon do that, Deacon think Deacon just be evil kobold and he gets attacked, maybe killed. Even city guard not helps Deacon. Deacon tries to talk to them, but they just chase him away and tries to kill him. Deacon gets away, but it be close thing. Deacon not be popular. Oh, Master say bards is supposed to be charming and diplomatic. Deacon not very good bard. Deacon loses all money. Deacon play music in dirty taverns when nobody listens, and nobody thinks Deacon charming.
I think you're charming enough, Deacon.
You is nice to say that, boss. Deacon knows that there not be many people like you, though. Deacon not know much about civilization, but Deacon not be dumb. Deacon knows why people thinks like about kobold, and it be true. Kobolds be mean and nasty. If Deacon be dumb, he thinks all people be mean and nasty, just like people think all kobolds be mean and nasty. If there be people like you, there be others too. Deacon just got to find them. Deacon proves to them that Deacon be true bard. One day everybody will know about it.
I have complete faith in you, Deacon. Deacon looks all choked up from home.
Thanks, boss. That means very much to little Deacon.
Okay, let us go and leave. We're actually done this entire part. We'll go and finish the video talking to the not the Valsharez, why do I keep saying that? The Elastray. And tell her that that part of the mission is complete. And we've also got to talk to that Thrall that we freed. It was a completely bogus message, and I hope she realizes this. No, move away, little intellect devourer. Move away. I might get chastised for deciding that I'm going to go and give them the mirror, but it was what I needed to do. It was a pretty nice looking mirror, but I was probably never even going to remember to use it, so why not just hand it over? It's not that long anyway to get to the Elastray. West of Lith Meatha. And I don't think... Oh, meanwhile... Bad news for you, Valsharez.
Our surfacer has grown to be a considerable problem.
Yep.
Why is it that you have not done as I have commanded, Mephistopheles?
He's playing you.
Why does the surfacer yet live?
Playing you for a
It is
fool.
as I have already spoken, great Valsharez.
No, I will not believe it. I will not have it. I have bound you, foul devil, and you will do as I say.
You're being played.
I cannot do what is beyond my power, great Valsharez.
He's playing you.
So you say. If you are attempting to elude me, Mephistopheles, I will discover it. You are mine to command.
I am, as you say, yours to command.
This surfacer has proven elusive, too difficult to eliminate. Perhaps there is something to what you say. Perhaps there is more here than meets the eye.
Transformers! No.
You, male. Send for my commanders. I desire their presence now.
Well.
I will gather all my remaining forces if I must.
Uh-oh.
The rebels must be dealt with.
Uh-oh.
And the surfacer will hide from me no longer.
Oh dear. You are being played for a total fool, though. I can imagine Mephistopheles in the background going, nah. Because that's probably what he's doing. You're going to be completely decimated. Utterly decimated. Like, there's not even a competition here. Like, Mephistopheles is going to wipe the floor of you, lady. Why have you not realized this? Do you think that you are somehow magically immune? I'm going to tell you now you're not. I'm going to tell you now that Mephistopheles is going to come in and smash your face. And before you die, he is going to tell you that he's been playing you for a fool the whole time. Can you really believe, Valsharez, that you have an archfiend? Not just an archfiend, but the penultimate archfiend. The one second in command only to Asmodeus himself in hell. Do you believe that he would just so willingly buckle to you? He's just having a laugh at your expense. That sounds pretty much like Mephistopheles to me. Or Mestopheles, as I called him. But apparently he's Mephistopheles. Catch up, people. I know I'm faster now, because I'm hasted all the time. Oh, wait. I'm not hasted right now, am I? I am hasted now. Meow. Welcome back. Thank you very much. Time to head back in and inform the, well, actually, I don't think I'll inform her this video. But I might inform... I'll definitely inform the slave that she is a free woman. God, I wonder what happened to the rest of them. Wonder what happened to the rest of them. Well, there's the temple. Hurry up, people. Please go and talk to her. She'll be like, you really shouldn't have handed them that mirror. And I'm like, do you want me to make them allies or not? Where is that, lady? There she is.
Hello.
You recognize the woman as a thrall you helped escape from the Illithid city. Obviously, she managed to deliver her message to the seer. She smiles at your approach. Barry, I'm glad you're here. It gives me a chance to thank you. If you hadn't sent me to deliver your message, I would still be a thrall to the Illithid. Once the Valsharez is defeated, the seer has promised to send scouts to lead me back to the surface. This wouldn't have been possible without your help. Thank you. See?
I trust all goes well. Have you any news to report? Have you made any progress in your efforts to weaken the Valsharez and her followers?
I helped Zesir seize control of House Mivir. Zesir now controls House Mivir. Then I must assume my rune is dead. Why did you do this, Barry? My rune would have betrayed us to the Valsharez. The seer nods reluctantly. Yes, you are probably right. My rune was desperately trying to cling to power. If she had the opportunity to bow before the Valsharez and live, she would. Perhaps your actions here will be for the greater good. I just hope that Zesir shows us more loyalty than she showed her own mother. Have you heard of anything else? I found some golem allies willing to fight with us. The golems are powerful creatures. Thank you, Barry. I'm certain they will be a great aid to us in the battle to come. Have you any word of anything else? The Mind Flayers are no longer allied with the Val'Sharez. I'm glad the Elithib will not be marching against us, though I hope the bargain you struck with them is one we do not regret later. Sometimes we are forced to choose the lesser of two evils. Have you heard of anything else? You've done much for us, Barry. The Val'Sharez will no longer be able to ignore your inactions for much longer. Yeah, that's very true. They won't. So when we come back, folks, we're off either to go deal with hordes of undead or beholders. Neither of which I'm looking forward to. So, I'll catch you later. See you then. Later.